Hi, friends. Okay, so I'm trying to rush what I can in about an hour before we actually hit the final polish on the full complete umbrella site for Chris A. Matthews. So, very exciting day. Our deadline is today, so we have a substantial amount to do, but we have been making such good progress. We've already got the majority of the big pages done, the templates done. So it's just a home stretch. So today is going to be all about Chris, but I have to get my children in about an hour. So I'm just going to chunk in what I can as far as like sort of the big like the big copy paste sort of sectionals, and then we'll do the polish over the rest of the day. So thanks for hanging in. So essentially, again, I always like to start with our ClickUp as our foundation, and we're headed there. We're getting there. So we have the counselor page done. I'd say this is more in like the polishing stage of things. Yeah, everything's looking good. So let's just pull up everything. I think the big push really is going to be the home page. So all of the peripheral stuff is pretty much set. It's just a matter of, kind of regurgitating the templates we've already built out. But the home page is really going to be the kicker. Because I'm still not too sure how I want to make it look. I have an idea in my head. But as you know, we'll just move it around. I definitely don't want it to look like this. So this is not what what people need to see when they first come to his site. You okay? Yeah. All right. So the counselor page is all set. So what I want to do is basically duplicate this for his coaching stuff. I also want to build out his package system. We started that with this page, and then upon further conversation, he's not really wanting to have the pay structure built through the site. So I need to make this instead of like so all that work we did on the package system, we kind of have to undo and just build it out into the page directly, as opposed to making it where people can purchase from the site. Which I agree with, because a lot of the times with these higher prices, especially, he's going to want to have a little nuance with that, and so he'll be able to do that with like individual invoicing. So that's fine. We're just going to basically duplicate this data onto the pricing page. So we don't really need this. I hate that we did so much work for this, but it's all about making it easy, not even for the client, but for the clients. And so that's really what we want to think about, is their usage, and how that works for them. Excuse me. Let me actually start this on Facebook and just see what happens. Okay. I always like to keep my little petties going. Sandy petties. And also, yeah, so if you have any questions about anything I'm doing, about any of your own marketing projects, please let me know, because I'm always willing to lend a hand. But for the most part, yeah, we're just going to crank out what we can for the next 50 minutes and some change. So let me get I think what I want to do is get his, what do I want to do first? Let's figure out our order of operations. If we're really just trying to get the big stuff in this next like 50-minute session, I'm just going to go ahead and get all the pages created, even though they're templates. That's the easy kind of a fix. Let's just go ahead and knock it out. All right. I didn't really like this one. Excuse me. All right, so we'll hold on this. We'll... All right, so we'll get this one built out. Excuse me. And although I'm duplicating pages, I don't want to make dynamic pages because each of these is really going to be their own identity. It's not going to be like replicable data in each one. So yeah, it's not really necessary. And I have an amazing client in Chris because he just is ready. He sends all of his information. He's always like updating stuff, unfortunately. So I didn't have to go back and check that I haven't missed anything. But yeah, he's really, he's always on it. And I appreciate that. Let's go and open up our chat. And GPT. Thing about Chris though is like he'll send a lot of stuff that I have to. It takes a lot of mental work to have to like translate because a lot of times it'll be like bulleted points that need to be much more robust than they are. So at least, again, I appreciate getting the sort of cliffy notes that I need. So it's all good. Let's see. All right. So the focus here is marriage counseling for men, marriage coaching for men. All right. All right, so this section here, let's... I don't know about ChatGPT 5.2. I feel like it's been a touch sterile. Is that the most appropriate word? Just a touch sterile. Let's see. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Looks fine. Actually. Okay. I got an ingot. Why marriage coaching for men? All right, let's look at the sections that we have already versus what he's trying to share. So he has a section about why marriage coaching for men. Most men were never taught how to lead inside a marriage. They were taught how to provide. Who this coaching is for. The starting point required for all men. That's basically the initial package. And then he has this package information. So why marriage coaching for men and who this coaching is for are essentially the differentiations here. So we're not going to really need this section for his coaching, but I would like to use it in some capacity for the 3 different packages, perhaps. Package 3. Oh, he's got the FAQ here. Okay. Coaching and counseling, how they work together. Ready to begin. So I missed those sections. Sorry. The difference with Chris seems appropriate here as well. Marriage advice is fine. How Chris works with couples. As usual, it's just going to be a mess for a second, but I'm okay with that. We're just trying to get the operative information. All right. Alrighty, it's getting started here. I think it's fine. This is still going to go to his simple practice. I'm cool to keep these. Why Chris just men Alrighty. Okay. Who this coaching is for. Sorry. This works with couples. Oh my god. All right. Excuse me. Hmm. Oh, I can actually use that there. Okay. Let's see. I think I should actually make that 2 paragraphs on the other page too, so I'll keep that in mind. Oh, God, I hate that. I forget. It doesn't like line breaks. It's like, remember Microsoft Word, you would put something in and everything would just go to shit. That's what happens. All right. Much better. All right, so okay. I'm like such a nerd because I would love to do this. Like I have a remarkable marriage. I love my husband, but I love stuff like this. Like I love to uh, get an evaluation on my performance as a wife. You know what I mean? So I hope men actually see the value in this. Like it seems fun. It seems like it's going to help you, especially if you're in a crisis. Like what a good thing to like take yourself out of the equation and really focus on how you're showing up in your relationship. So that's why I really love this work because I feel like you're actually really helping people to help people. So it's nice. All right, let's see. Mm. Are you like me where you see that there's a underline, like a red underline, like you misspelled something and you refuse to click it? Like I have to go back and fix it because I know how to fucking spell coaching. I'm not trying to mark that in their memory as something I don't know. I guess. I don't know. I don't know where that comes from, but that's what's in my head, I think. Excuse me. Yay. Yay. All right. Let's pop this all down here. What's the structure? And these are going to be different. Um, Oops. Okay. What's the structure? 3 lines, colon, da 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 da. I think we can pretty much just copy and paste. Sometimes it doesn't like me. There we go. I do this way too much. Just gotta go line by line. Or do you? I'm curious about when that happens. Okay, that was fine. So that was fine. Okay. I was looking for people used to leading at work, married, engaged, or prepared, motivated but misunderstood by their spouse. A partner. He's not exclusively looking for married people tired of recurring conflict, willing to be coached. I don't think this line is entirely necessary. Come on. But I want to actually use my design to guide whether or not that works or not. So let's see what testimonials Chris needs for this section, because he's amazing. He tells me everything I need to know. So let's see, coaching here. We only have 2 for this. And they'll probably both be landscape. Yep, one's landscape. All right, let's download it. And also landscape. So it's not going to give us a lot of flexibility, but that's okay because we can probably just keep these in the top section. We'll figure it out. Again, I'm not trying to be perfect right now. I just want to get everything in so that we can go get the kids and then come back and really grind it out with the polish. Yeah, so this is with this 386. To our guide. All right. I'm just going to upload both so that I don't have to wait on the second one, but I just have to wait for both. We'll see. They're not too bad. 28 megs, pretty substantial, but that's okay. Sorry. That's still loading. Okay. And then again, we'll polish as we move forward. Put all that in. We'll work on the packages separately. His FAQ, coaching and counseling, how they work together. Ready to begin. All right. I don't think I have a section like that. What's being conveyed here? All men begin blah, blah, blah. We know this. That first session determines blah, 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 blah. We know this. If you're ready to stop guessing, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we know this. That's not really, this whole section can be chucked. We don't have a place to fit it, and I don't really want to try to squeeze it in if it's just repeating information. So let's just work on this one because this is very operative. Coaching and counseling, how they work together. All right. About Chris, we'll do his FAQ. I don't think this is appropriate for this page, but I don't know. We'll leave it and we'll ask him. All right. I think this is a much better location for the coaching and counseling, how they work. Yep. I don't need that to happen, but that's okay. Oh, just watching the clock for my babies. Hey. I saw that. My cursor moved to that tiny font. I could tell. Mm. I feel like ChatGPT is a haiku poet at heart. It always makes these pretty one-liners and quintets and sextuplets and whatever, I don't know, couplets and shit, and it's so cute. It's just dawning on me that you can't see what I'm doing this whole fucking time. Okay, sorry. Uh, I don't know. I just didn't register. Sorry about that. All right, so that's better. All right, let's get the FAQ in, and then we're ready to move on to the next thing so we can, again, just get our chunks in so we can then go to the polishing phase. While I'm in here, he sent this I want to add this in for his unlimited untimed sessions for this one. I want to understand this a little bit better. Hmm. I am in the process of uploading a bunch of crap too, so it's probably like, hey, you're doing too much. I get it. Okay. Anyway, so let's pop his FAQ in here. The trash man cometh. Those are untimed as well, so I think Okay, I want to include the untimed information. Yay. All right. So now I just need to set this one to coach. All right, so now we are moving on to polish. It's wonky. All right, it's finished syncing, so hopefully that frees up some resources good enough. Or not. Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to take this out. But I love this picture of him, so we can maybe repurpose it. We literally just said, is this therapy? No. And then this is the relational leadership therapy information. So we'll fix that. And then I also don't really want this here because that doesn't really fit here. All right, yeah, we're gonna that there. Okay. Yeah, I think we're solid with the particular sections I wanted to keep up. So this is great. Okay, and then we can work on those packages to get all the information he wants to convey. This is great. Okay. Hi. And then I think I'm going to just actually duplicate the the speaker page for the author page. So those are a little bit more similar. All right, so because right now it's just a old version that he had, so let's hide from menu author. Old author. Old author. Let's make sure that's fine. This says books. All right, and then that way we can free up books if we need it. This is his speaker page. And as an author, I don't mind keeping some of this book information in because there's so much in the way of conferences and retreats and cons and all kind of stuff that you can still be booked for as an author. So I don't mind some of that, but we'll maybe make that one section and then pretty much make the primary focus of this page selling his books or promoting his books, which he has 3 now. So that's pretty exciting. Oh my gosh. I keep saying Chris Matthews, but it's Chris A. Matthews. So I'll have to find if there's like a universal way to change that. All right, but I gotta roll. Gotta go get the children. All right. I kind of love this about counselor, coach, speaker, author, shop. That's solid as far as the menu. I love it. And then, all right. Okay. I think we're in a good place to go ahead and pause. So that's in progress. The reason I cancel that is because this is a whole site. Actually, I just need to go ahead and delete that. And then his supervisor information. I don't think he sent me anything for that, but if so, we'll get it in. And we're well on our way, folks. So let me go ahead and shut her down. But thanks for watching. We'll be back in about an hour to finish this project for this sweet man. So see you then.